It's time for another Minecraft Bingo, a weekly seed challenge. This is seed 80005 that we are playing blind for bingo. If you want to play this yourself and haven't played already, then watch this video again later, because you got to play it blind. I'm looking at this card. I kind of like this card. It reminds me a little bit of the card last week where there was no easy row that everybody struggled with. However, this one I feel like is easier overall. And for example, I think I'm going to go for top left to bottom right. The gunpowder, flint, fish, egg, apple, I think is the best thing to go for. If somehow we stumble into an emerald, then the middle column is another possibility. But yeah, there's a lot of things that could be possibilities if just one kind of unusual thing gets broken open. So here we go. Start go! All right, I think perhaps a key to this one is the apple and the egg. If we can find some chickens and then chop down a bunch of... Ooh! It sounds like there might be a zombie dungeon right below me, and that could turn everything. Let's go ahead. This is one of the things that you don't uncover when I'm just doing the seed videos, and I just kind of look around, but don't actually fly around or do anything. It definitely sounds like there could be a dungeon down here, and that could change our strategy. And so, I think it would be prudent to go ahead and explore it. It's getting quieter now. It worries me that maybe just we somehow lucked out with a couple of zombies who happen to spawn there. But let's go ahead and take a look and see if and what is happening down here. Alright, there is indeed a dungeon down there. I've dug up more stone than I ought with a wooden pick, but hopefully that will turn out to be worth it. So what do we need to do? We need to... I have enough stone for a furnace, so I'm going to go ahead and make one so that I can get some... What do you call? Charcoal cooking? And I'm still spawning zombies in there, which is probably not smart. Let's see, what else can I do? I could go ahead and get clay, which isn't on my list, but I think might be if I happen to get the redstone for the compass. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And then I'm going to need some weapons as well, so I'm going to need to get a little bit more coal. I'll see if I can get a torch down here. Anywhere near that to kind of slow things down in terms of the spawning. And so this might turn out to be a waste of time. But sometimes you just gotta try some things out. Alright, I see some iron in the ceiling. I would like to get to those chests, but let me go ahead and make the rest of my things. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We'll make that. Hello, and that. And that. Alright, and put all of these things in their correct locations. And we'll go ahead and get this cooking up as well. And let's see, I've got 2 torches left. If I go here, can these guys get me? I think they still can't. And that should be sufficiently well lit. We can kill all these guys, I'll get some zombie flesh, which will be a little bit of food. And there'll probably be bread in one of these chests, so that'll be a little bit more food. Alright, I still see here guys, but that's okay. Oh wow. Alright, that had a lot of useful things actually. And so I will grab all of this, and we will get the heck out of here. Blocks of some sort. Thank you very much. Alright, and we got something that was on the card, and so I need to reevaluate everything at this point. I'm unsure why those guys just all caught fire. I'm guessing there was a lava pool nearby, and when I teleported back and it resummoned the mob, something, something, something. I am looking forward so much to version 2.5 of Minecraft Bingo, because there are so many things that will be improved. One of them is the mob system. I might end up needing some red mushrooms, because I'm pretty sure there is mushroom stew on this card. I'm still not sure exactly what I should be doing at this point. I should really stop and look at the card, but I want to see if I can find some chickens and some oak trees before I do, because that'll be a good place to kind of stop and rest. Well, oak trees are everywhere. It's the chickens that are the thing that I would really like to find to get some eggs laying. And so we'll see what happens. If we can manage to find that. Chickens! Okay, great. Are they near any oak trees? They are not. Let's see. There are oak trees over here. So I'm going to chop down a handful of oak trees, and then we'll stop and take a look at the card. We're going to hope that some apples are going to fall, which will be on my original list. I can even do fishing. I could do fishing because I've already gotten the string from that dungeon. And so if I do get the apple, I could basically just go for my card. All I need is a flint then, actually. Yeah, let's do exactly what I was originally said I was going to do. Which is that diagonal, because I'm pretty sure it was gunpowder, which I've already got, a flint, which should be easy to get, an apple, which there are enough oak trees here that I should be able to get, a fish, which I'll be able to fish for in a minute, and the egg, which the chickens should be in the process of laying. I see people go for the apple and they don't chop down enough trees. In my experience, 5 normal oak trees or 3 swamp trees are usually necessary in order to get the apple. Let's go ahead and set this down and make the fishing rod. And start fishing, because I'm pretty sure that's just the right thing to do at this point. Even without looking at the card again. We'll look at the card in a moment when we have a chance. And actually, do I need to cook up food? I probably don't even need to cook up food at this point. So we'll go ahead and let the fish get caught. And we'll go from there. We'll still be waiting on the chickens potentially for a while. And I see a lot of people who don't seem to know that fishing, you can move while you're fishing. And so oftentimes if you're trying to get over there, like you can throw your fish in the water or throw your rod and reel, whatever it is, in the water, the bobber, cast the fishing line, and then start moving. All right, we got our fish. Great. And so let's take a look at this again. I need to find the place to get flint. So is there gravel anywhere visible around here? Oftentimes it'll be in the water. I don't immediately see it. And so it's often useful. Here's the apple. Great. All right, so we need to find the gravel and then get those fish. And so there's often gravel on a hillside or in the water. Here's some gravel I see. 1 piece. Lots of pieces. Okay. There's my flint. Great. And so fishing on the move basically is a strategy I don't see people use very often. Also, if you're like trying to swim across a small ocean, fishing on the go can be a very useful thing to do. All right, let's double check that I'm not forgetting anything here. Yes, all we need is the egg. Great. And so if we get some seeds, we'll be able to attract the chickens to us. I might already have seeds in my inventory, actually. Now I definitely do. And be able to keep the chickens kind of all nearby at once if we can. Okay, the guy who's in the water is going to take forever, but there's some other guys who are on the land who all get to see me. And the more chickens we have, I think they have like a random egg timer between like 5 and 10 minutes or something. And so the more chickens who are standing right next to us, the more likelihood we have of getting the egg the moment it pops out. And let's get near enough to this guy who's in the water so we'll be able to get him. But I think this will be an under 10-minute time. I didn't notice exactly how long it took me to get over to the chickens. I spent too much time trying to get that dungeon. Something I always forget that's good strategy is when there's a dungeon right at the spawn point, don't worry so much about dying. If you happen to jump into the dungeon and try to get things and die, it's not a huge deal because you can always just respawn and go right back in the dungeon. And so that could have been a smart thing to do. But I think at this point it's the waiting game, and so I'll just do some more fast forwarding. Did I say under 10 minutes? What I meant to say was just over 10 minutes. Hey, I heard the pop. Where is it? There we go. Hooray! 10 minutes and 46 seconds. All right, that took a little longer than I thought it would for the chickens. I guess I didn't get there soon enough. But we ended up with a card that looked like that, and I managed to get the row that I was going for, and I managed to pretty much do what I wanted to do, which was, while it's the case that apples and eggs and fishing are all things that you may have to wait on, kind of doing them all simultaneously kind of reduces the overall wait time, and so that ended up being pretty good. I wonder, with people being able to get the saddle and the gunpowder in the initial row, if there are pumpkins nearby, well, even the emerald will still make the top row difficult. I don't know. I can imagine people doing a lot of different strategies in this card, so I'll be curious to see what other people do. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Minecraft Bingo. Bye-bye.